Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JS English Zone, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Julie, and I'm feeling so energized today. We have something really exciting planned for you.
Hey there, everyone. I'm Jack, and I actually remembered to bring my coffee today. Small victory. Don't judge me.
Oh, that is a small victory for you, Jack. Good morning. But wait, how are you feeling today? You look actually awake for once.
Yeah, I know, right? I set 3 alarms this morning. 3. Only hit snooze maybe 6 times. That's practically a miracle.
Oh, Jack. 6 times is still a lot. I woke up at 5 a.m., did my yoga, made a green smoothie, and wrote my notes for today's episode, all before 7.
Wait, you did all of that before 7 a.m.? Wow. I was still dreaming about pizza at 7.
Ah, I believe it. What kind of pizza?
Extra cheese, obviously. The important dreams, you know?
Right, of course. Well, I had my spinach smoothie, so I think we balance each other out perfectly.
Yeah, you're the spinach, I'm the extra cheese. Actually, that's not bad. I like that.
I love that. Okay, well, speaking of balance, today's topic is going to be so much fun. But first, Jack, we have something to ask our lovely listeners.
Oh, right. Yes, everyone. If you enjoy our podcast, please click the like button. It really helps us.
Yes, and please subscribe to JS English Zone. When you subscribe, you can see all our new episodes, and you never miss a single one.
And hey, don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are learning English. The more, the merrier.
Sharing is caring, and honestly, it helps us so much. Every share means another person gets to improve their English.
Yeah, we want to help everyone speak English with confidence. That's the whole point, right?
Absolutely. Okay, now let's talk about today's topic. Exciting. Jack, have you ever played the What If game?
The what if game? Wait, is that the one where you ask, like, crazy questions? Like, what if I could fly? Or what if dogs could talk?
Oh, exactly. You've played it before.
Well, sort of. I mostly just do it in my head when I'm bored. Like, what if I didn't have to wake up early? What if pizza was a vegetable?
Well, Jack, today we're going to use the What If game as a powerful English learning tool. This is actually a brilliant mental exercise.
Oh, really? Wait, learning can be a game? Nobody told me this in school.
Right? When you ask what if questions, you have to think fast, build sentences quickly, and use your vocabulary in a creative way. It trains your brain to speak more spontaneously.
Spontaneously? That's a big word, Julie.
It is, and actually, that is our very first vocabulary word today. Let's learn it properly.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm ready, I think.
Let's learn a new word. The word is spontaneous.
Spontaneous. What does that mean exactly?
Spontaneous means doing something naturally without planning it first. When you speak spontaneously, you don't stop and think for a long time. The words just come out.
Oh, like when I say something embarrassing in front of everyone? That's very spontaneous.
Yes, Jack, that counts. For example, when Julie asked Jack a question in class, he gave a spontaneous answer that made everyone laugh.
Wow, okay. I like this word. I am very spontaneous when I order food. I never plan. I just say whatever sounds good.
That explains a lot, Jack. So, everyone, try to practice being spontaneous in English today. Don't plan every word, just speak.
Yeah, just go for it, even if it's wrong. Trust me, being wrong is fine. I do it all the time.
Okay, our next word is scenario.
Scenario. Is that like a situation?
Yes, a scenario is an imagined situation or a possible event. In the what if game, every question creates a new scenario for you to think about.
Oh, so like, what if I woke up and I was a cat? That is the scenario?
Exactly. Perfect, Jack. For example, Julie explained a scenario where everyone in the world forgot how to read.
Wait, really? Oh no. That's a scary scenario. I'd be fine though. I forget to read my emails already.
Oh, Jack. So, everyone, a scenario is your imagined situation. Every what if question builds a new scenario in your mind.
And in your English brain.
Right. Now, our third word, imaginative.
Imaginative. Hmm. Like having a big imagination?
Exactly. Imaginative means creative, full of new and interesting ideas. People who love what if questions are usually very imaginative thinkers.
Oh, so I'm imaginative because I think about pizza scenarios all the time?
I suppose so, yes. For example, Jack is very imaginative. He once spent an entire afternoon imagining what life would be like if snacks were free.
That is completely true. And honestly, it was a great afternoon.
I believe it. So, everyone, be imaginative. Let your mind go somewhere new. That is how you practice English in a fun way.
And our fourth word? Because I think I'm actually learning things today.
Yes, you are. Our fourth word is hesitate.
Hesitate. Uh, is that when you stop and go, before you speak?
Oh, perfect. Yes. To hesitate means to pause before doing or saying something, usually because you're nervous or unsure. And this is actually the biggest challenge in speaking English.
Hmm. I hesitate a lot. Like someone asks me a question and I go, wait, let me think.
Yes, Jack, that is hesitating. For example, when the teacher asked Jack to answer, he hesitated for 30 seconds before saying something completely wrong.
That is painfully specific, Julie. Was that from real life?
Maybe. So, everyone, the what if game helps you hesitate less. When you practice thinking in English, the words come faster and more naturally.
Yeah. And speaking of thinking fast, Julie, I actually have a story about this, about a time I tried to play the what if game, and it did not go well.
Oh, wait, really? Tell me more. Actually, let's save that for our next part because I want everyone to hear the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. Or, well, it's a bad one. In a good way.
Perfect. Everyone, stay with us because things are about to get very interesting. So, Jack, let's continue our conversation about the what if game. And I believe you have a story for us.
Oh, yes. And honestly, I'm a little embarrassed. But okay, here we go.
Oh, I love this already. Tell us everything.
Right. So, this reminds me of something that happened maybe 2 months ago. I was at my cousin's birthday dinner. Big family gathering, like 15 people around the table.
Oh, that sounds lovely. A family dinner.
Yeah, it started lovely. So, someone suggested we play the what if game at the table to keep conversation going.
Oh, what a fun idea. So, what happened?
Well, everyone was asking normal questions, right? Like, what if you could travel anywhere? Or what if you had a superpower? Nice, easy stuff.
Right, right. Those are great what if questions. Very imaginative.
Yeah, so I'm feeling confident, maybe too confident, and then it's my turn.
And what did you ask?
I asked, what if we didn't have to pay for anything, ever? Like, no money, everything is free.
Oh, that's actually a great scenario, Jack. Very creative.
Thank you. So, everyone starts answering, and then my uncle, very serious man, an accountant, he looks at me and says, Jack, explain the economic consequences of that scenario.
Oh no, an accountant.
Yeah, and I froze. I hesitated for like 45 seconds, just staring at him. My mouth was open, nothing came out.
Wait, 45 whole seconds of silence?
45 seconds, Julie. My grandmother started checking if I was okay. And then I said, and I quote, well, things would be cheaper?
Oh, Jack, things would be cheaper. That is the opposite of explaining economic consequences.
I know, I know. And my uncle just slowly nodded and went back to his food. The most disappointed nod I have ever seen in my life.
Oh no. So what did you do after that?
I ate my food very quietly for the rest of dinner. And I decided that next time I should actually think about my what if questions before I ask them.
Ah, there it is, the lesson. That is so important, Jack. The what if game is fun, but when you elaborate on your answer, you get so much more out of it.
Elaborate. Is that our next word?
It is. Let's learn it properly. The word is elaborate.
Elaborate. Okay, what does it mean?
To elaborate means to add more detail, to explain something more fully. When someone asks why or how, they want you to elaborate, to go deeper with your answer.
Oh, so my uncle wanted me to elaborate on the free money idea. And I said things would be cheaper. That is the opposite of elaborating.
Yes, exactly. For example, when Julie asked Jack to elaborate on his answer, he stared at the ceiling for 30 seconds.
Wow. Also painfully specific. Are you writing these from memory?
Maybe I take notes, Jack. So, everyone, when you play the what if game, always try to elaborate. Don't just give a one-word answer. Build your sentences.
Yeah, don't be like me at the dinner table. Learn from my pain.
Our next word, consequence.
Consequence. Is that like the result of something?
Yes, a consequence is the result or effect of an action or decision. In what if scenarios, thinking about consequences makes your answer much more interesting.
Oh, so the consequence of me saying things would be cheaper was my uncle's disappointed face. That is a very real consequence.
Yes, Jack, that was a very real consequence. For example, Julie always thinks about the consequences before she answers a what if question. She even writes them in her notebook.
Wait, you actually write them in a notebook?
Of course, I have a special what if notebook. For example, I prepared 12 scenario ideas before this episode.
Wow. I prepared zero, as usual.
Right, of course. So, everyone, think about consequences when you answer what if questions. It makes your English richer and more detailed.
Next word, because I think I'm actually on a learning streak today.
Oh, a learning streak. I love that. Okay, our next word, absurd.
Absurd. That sounds funny already.
It is a fun word. Absurd means something that is completely silly, unreasonable, or impossible, but in an amusing way. Many great what if questions are wonderfully absurd.
Oh, so what if cats ran the government? That's absurd.
Perfectly absurd, yes. For example, Jack's what if ideas were sometimes absurd, but they always made everyone laugh.
Ha, I'll take that. Absurd but entertaining. That's my whole personality.
Honestly, yes. So, everyone, don't be afraid of absurd scenarios. The more creative and silly, the more English your brain has to produce.
Exactly. The weirder the better. Okay, what's next?
Our next word, vivid.
Vivid. Like bright colors?
Oh, good instinct. Vivid can mean bright, but it also means very clear, strong, and detailed, especially in your mind. A vivid description makes people feel like they are actually there.
Oh, so instead of saying it was a nice place, I should say something more vivid.
Exactly. For example, Julie painted such a vivid picture of the scenario that everyone in the room could imagine it perfectly.
Wow, see, that is vivid. I would have said it was cool.
Right. So, everyone, use vivid language in your what if answers. Use colors, feelings, sounds, smells. Make the scenario come alive.
Yeah, like don't say, what if I had a big house? Say, what if I had a huge house with a pizza kitchen and a synagogue room and a pool shaped like a. Okay, Jack. Sorry, got excited.
No, that was actually perfect. And our fifth word for this section, brainstorm.
Oh, I know this one. Brainstorm means like thinking of lots of ideas quickly.
Yes, wonderful, Jack. To brainstorm means to think freely and generate as many ideas as possible without judging them. In the what if game, brainstorming is your best friend.
I brainstorm about food a lot. Does that count?
It counts as brainstorming, yes. For example, before the podcast, Julie brainstormed 20 different what if questions to share with listeners.
20. I brainstormed 0 and arrived late. Honestly, very on brand for me.
Very on brand. So, everyone, brainstorm your what if ideas before conversations. Even 2 or 3 ideas in your head can help you speak more confidently.
Yes, because the worst thing is sitting there going, what if, like me at dinner.
Yes, exactly. Now, Jack, I actually have a story of my own that connects to this perfectly. It happened during one of my English teaching classes, and oh, it did not go the way I planned.
Oh, wait, Julie has a story? Oh, this is rare. Tell me everything.
Well, I was so prepared. I had my notebook, my flashcards, my printed scenario cards, everything organized perfectly.
Oh, of course you did.
I did, Jack. They were very professional. But the moment I gave them out, one student looked at me and said, Miss Julie, if the cards tell us what to think, is it really spontaneous?
Oh, wow. Burned by your own student.
Completely burned. I stood there and for the first time in my teaching life, I hesitated.
No, really?
Really? And I want to tell you what happened next, but let's continue that story in just a moment because it gets even better.
Oh, I am absolutely staying tuned for this. Laminated cards, I can't get over it.
Hush, Jack. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back to that story very soon. All right, now let me finish that story I was telling you about my very organized, very laminated lesson plan.
Yes, I've been waiting. The laminated cards, Julie. I still can't believe it. What happened next?
Okay, so there I was, standing in front of my class. My student had just pointed out that giving people printed cards is not exactly spontaneous, and I, for the first time, had absolutely no response.
So what did you do?
Well, I took a very deep breath, and then I made a decision. I collected all my beautiful laminated cards, every single one, and I put them face down on my desk.
Wait, you just put them away? All 17 steps?
All 17 steps, Jack. Gone. And then I looked at my students and I said, okay, forget the cards. Let's just talk. What if our classroom floated up into space right now?
Oh, that's a great question. Very absurd.
Right? And suddenly, the whole class came alive. Students were shouting answers, laughing, building on each other's ideas. It was completely chaotic and completely wonderful.
Wow. So the unplanned version worked better than the planned version?
So much better. And the lesson I learned, which was a little embarrassing to admit, was that sometimes over-preparing actually stops people from being spontaneous. You have to leave space for the unexpected.
That's actually really deep, Julie. See, I never over-prepare, so I never have that problem.
Oh, Jack. You never prepare at all. That is a different problem entirely.
Yeah, fair point. But hey, somewhere between your 17 steps and my 0 steps is probably the sweet spot.
Exactly right. And that brings us beautifully to our next vocabulary words. The first one, hypothetical.
Hypothetical. Wow, that is a long word. Does it mean something imaginary, like not real?
Yes, hypothetical means imagined or supposed, not real, but used for the purpose of thinking or discussing. Every what if question creates a hypothetical situation.
Oh. So what if I were a millionaire? That's hypothetical, because I am very much not a millionaire.
Yes, Jack, very hypothetical. For example, Julie gave her students a hypothetical scenario about floating classrooms, and it worked perfectly.
Better than the laminated cards anyway.
Much better. So, everyone, remember hypothetical means imagined for the purpose of thinking. When you say what if, you are entering hypothetical territory.
Hypothetical territory. I like that. Sounds like a place I visit often in my head.
I believe it. Okay, next word, perspective.
Perspective. Is that like your point of view, how you see something?
Exactly. Perspective is your particular way of thinking about or understanding something. Different people have different perspectives, and what if questions are wonderful for exploring new ones.
Oh, so when I asked what if everything was free, my perspective was great idea. My uncle's perspective was economic disaster.
Perfect example. For example, playing the what if game helped Jack understand his uncle's perspective, even if he still thinks free pizza is a good idea.
I will always think free pizza is a good idea. That is my perspective, and I am keeping it.
Fair enough. So, everyone use what if questions to explore different perspectives. Ask yourself, how would a teacher see this? A child, a scientist? It stretches your thinking and your English.
Yes. And speaking of stretching, our next word?
Our next phrase, stretch your mind.
Oh, stretch your mind. Like mental yoga?
Oh, I love that. Yes, exactly like mental yoga. To stretch your mind means to push your thinking beyond what is comfortable or familiar, to explore new and challenging ideas.
Okay. So the what if game is basically yoga, but for your brain. And Julie does both yoga and mental yoga. She's unstoppable.
I never thought of it that way, but yes. For example, answering difficult hypothetical questions really stretched Jack's mind, especially when his uncle got involved.
Oof. Yeah, my mind was very stretched that evening. Stretched and then snapped, honestly.
Well, everyone, let the what if game stretch your mind. The more uncomfortable the question, the more English you produce. That's the whole magic of it.
Mental yoga, everyone. Remember that. Okay, what's next?
Next word, articulate.
Articulate. Is that about speaking clearly?
Yes, to be articulate means to express your thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. When you practice the what if game regularly, you become more articulate in English.
Oh. Hmm. Am I articulate, Julie?
You are getting there, Jack. You have wonderful ideas. You just need to practice expressing them more clearly.
So that's a polite not yet.
It's a very encouraging keep going. For example, after weeks of playing the what if game, Julie's students became much more articulate. They could explain their ideas without hesitating.
Wow. That's the goal, right? Speaking without going, wait, let me think.
Exactly. So, everyone, being articulate is the goal, and the what if game is one of the best ways to get there. Practice speaking, even imperfectly. That is how you improve.
Even if your answer is things would be cheaper, you're still practicing.
Yes, even then. And our last word for this section, context.
Context. Oh, I think I know this one. It's like the situation or background around something.
Oh, wonderful, Jack. Yes, context means the circumstances or background that help you understand something properly. In the what if game, giving context makes your answers much richer.
So instead of just saying, I would buy a big house, I should give context, like why and where and for who.
Exactly. Perfect. For example, when Jack gave context for his answers, everyone understood his ideas much better, even if the ideas involved a lot of pizza.
Everything involves pizza. That is simply the context of my life.
Ha! So, everyone, always give context when you answer what if questions. Tell us the situation, the reason, the feeling. That is what makes your English truly expressive.
Right. Don't just answer, explain. Elaborate, use vivid language, give context. Basically, be Julie.
Oh, well, or just be a more prepared version of Jack.
Somewhere between laminated cards and total chaos. We keep coming back to this.
We really do. Okay, Jack, speaking of chaos, I believe you have something to share. Didn't you tell me before we recorded that you played your own version of the What If game recently?
Uh, oh no, did I tell you that? Yeah, okay. So This reminds me of something that happened last month. I was sitting at home, completely bored, right?
A typical Tuesday for you, I imagine.
A typical Tuesday, yes. So I started playing the what if game in my head, just by myself. And the question I asked myself was, what if I won the lottery?
Oh, that's a classic hypothetical. What did you come up with?
Well, I spent 3 hours planning exactly what I would do with the money. In my head, full details. I bought a house, a car, I opened a restaurant, all hypothetically.
Oh my goodness, 3 hours?
3 hours, Julie. I had a whole spreadsheet in my imagination, staffed, hired, menu planned, everything.
Wait, you made a hypothetical spreadsheet in your mind?
A very detailed one. I even hypothetically argued with a hypothetical contractor about renovation costs.
Jack, you argued with an imaginary person?
I won the argument, though. The point is, at the end of 3 hours, I felt genuinely tired, like I had actually done all of those things.
So what is the lesson here, Jack?
I think the lesson is the what if game is so powerful that even in your own head, it feels real. My brain was fully convinced I was a millionaire for 3 hours.
Oh, actually, that is a brilliant point. When your brain engages deeply with a hypothetical scenario, it produces real language, real emotion, real thinking. That is exactly why it works for learning English.
Yeah. And also, I was very disappointed when I checked my bank account afterwards. Reality hit hard.
Poor Jack. Well, your imaginary restaurant sounds wonderful at least.
It was. It had excellent pizza.
Of course it did. So, everyone, Jack's story actually shows us something really important. When you use the what if game with full imagination and real detail, you stretch your mind, you become more articulate, and your English grows naturally, even if the scenario is completely hypothetical.
Yeah. And also, even if you end up arguing with imaginary contractors.
Even then. Okay, everyone, we are going to keep going because we have some really exciting content coming up, including what I think might be Jack's most memorable story yet.
Oh no. I think I know which one you mean.
Oh, I think you do. Stay with us, everyone. It's going to be very, very good.
Or very, very bad, depending on.
Well, now for the most interesting part of our conversation today.
Oh, what is it? Wait, is it my story? Oh no. It's my story, isn't it?
It is absolutely your story. But first, we have some wonderful new vocabulary to share. These are our most advanced words today, everyone, so pay close attention.
Okay. I'll try. Advanced words make me a little nervous, but let's go.
Let's learn a new word. The word is convince.
Convince. Oh, I know this one. It means to make someone believe something or agree with you.
Yes, wonderful. To convince means to persuade someone, to make them believe that something is true or that they should do something. In the what if game, you often have to convince others that your scenario makes sense.
Oh, like when I tried to convince my roommate that sleeping until noon is actually healthy.
Did it work?
It did not. He was not convinced at all.
For example, Julie convinced her students that absurd hypothetical questions were actually the best way to practice English, and they all agreed by the end of class.
See, Julie is good at convincing people. Me, not so much, especially about the sleeping thing.
So everyone, when you play the what if game, try to convince your partner that your scenario is possible. Use vivid language, give context, elaborate your ideas. That is real English practice.
Even if the scenario is completely absurd. Maybe especially then.
Especially then. Okay, next word, rational.
Rational. Like logical? Sensible?
Exactly right. Rational means based on clear, logical thinking, reasonable and sensible. A rational person thinks carefully before making decisions.
Oh, Am I rational, Julie?
Well, you are wonderfully creative, Jack.
That is definitely not the same thing. Okay, I accept it.
For example, Julie always gave rational, well-structured answers in the what if game. She even cited 3 reasons for each response.
3 reasons. Of course you did.
I like to be thorough. So, everyone, try to give rational explanations for your hypothetical answers. Even in a silly scenario, logical thinking makes your English stronger and more impressive.
Yeah, like don't just say, I would fly everywhere. Say why you would fly, where you would go, and what would happen. Rational thinking.
Oh, perfect, Jack. That was very articulate.
Thanks. I'm growing. Can feel it happening in real time.
Our next word, impulsive.
Impulsive. Oh, is that the opposite of rational, like doing things without thinking?
Yes, impulsive means acting quickly based on feelings without thinking about consequences first. Impulsive answers in the what if game can be funny, but they are also great for spontaneous English practice.
Oh, so I am impulsive.
Very impulsive, yes.
I once impulsively ordered 7 different meals at a restaurant because I couldn't decide. Ate all of them too.
Oh, Jack. For example, Jack gave an impulsive answer about becoming president that led to 20 minutes of very entertaining conversation.
Wait, is that a hint about my story?
Maybe. So, everyone, notice the difference between rational and impulsive answers. Both have value. Impulsive answers build spontaneous speaking, rational answers build structured thinking. Use both.
Balance. Like spinach and extra cheese.
We keep coming back to that. Next word, open ended.
Open-ended. Like a question with no single right answer?
Exactly. An open ended question allows for many different answers and opinions. There is no one correct response. What if questions are almost always open ended, which is why they're so powerful for language learning.
Oh, so what is 2 plus 2 is not open-ended. But what if numbers didn't exist? Very open-ended.
Perfect example. For example, Julie always chose open ended what if questions for her class because they encourage students to think freely and speak longer.
Longer sentences, more vocabulary, more practice. I see the plan now.
Now you see it. So, everyone, look for open ended questions in your English practice. They give you the freedom to express yourself fully. No wrong answers.
I love that. No wrong answers. That is my kind of game.
And our final vocabulary word today, reflect.
Reflect. Oh, like thinking back on something? Looking at it again carefully?
Yes, wonderful. To reflect means to think deeply and carefully about something, often looking back at an experience or idea. After playing the what if game, reflecting on your answers helps you learn even more.
So reflecting is like rewinding your brain and watching it again.
Oh, that is a beautiful way to describe it. For example, after every episode, Julie reflects on what she taught and writes notes in her journal about how to improve.
Of course she does. I reflect by falling asleep immediately after recording.
Jack. So, everyone, after your next what if conversation, take a moment to reflect. What words did you use well? What did you struggle with? That reflection is how you grow.
Right. And speaking of things I should reflect on, Julie, I believe you mentioned my most memorable story.
I did. Now, Jack, I think it's time for your most memorable story.
Oh no. I know which one you mean. Okay. So last year, I was at a dinner party, different dinner party from the cousin one. I go to a lot of dinners, apparently.
Tell us everything.
Right. So it was a fairly fancy dinner. My friend's apartment, nice food, maybe 8 or 9 people. Everyone was educated, professional, and someone suggested the what if game.
Oh, a perfect setting.
You would think. So the question goes around the table, and someone asks, what if you were president for one day? What would you do?
Oh, that's a classic open ended question. I love it.
Very open-ended, yes. So everyone gives these very thoughtful, rational answers. I would fix the economy, I would invest in education. Very serious, very impressive.
And then it was your turn?
And then it was my turn. So I had been half listening, half thinking about the food. Very impulsive moment coming. I said, completely spontaneously, I would make Fridays a national holiday. Every Friday, forever.
Every Friday?
Every single Friday, Julie, a national holiday. And the table went quiet, like completely quiet. Someone put down their fork.
Oh no. Someone put down their fork?
The fork went down slowly, like in slow motion. And then this woman across from me, a lawyer, very serious, she says, "But Jack, what about the economic consequences?"
Oh, economic consequences again, just like your uncle.
I know. Why does this keep happening to me? And again, I froze, completely froze. I could feel everyone looking at me, 8 pairs of eyes.
So what did you say? Did you elaborate this time?
I tried. I really tried. I said, well, people would be happier, and happy people are more productive. And I said it like a question. My voice went up at the end.
Oh, Jack. You said it like a question?
Like I wasn't even sure myself. My voice went productive, like I was asking for their approval.
And what happened?
The lawyer nodded very slowly, and then she said, "Interesting perspective," which I'm pretty sure means that was not a good answer.
Interesting perspective is definitely polite disagreement.
Very polite, very devastating. And then someone changed the subject very quickly, and I spent the next 20 minutes focusing entirely on my food.
Oh no. But wait, what did you learn from this experience?
I learned that if you are going to give an impulsive, open-ended answer, you should at least have one rational reason ready, just one. Even a bad reason sounds better than a question at the end of your sentence.
Oh, that is actually excellent advice. So everyone, when you play the what if game, even if your first answer is spontaneous and impulsive, always follow it with at least one reason, one explanation. That is what separates a good answer from an interesting perspective.
Yeah, be spontaneous, but then elaborate immediately before someone puts down their fork.
Before the fork goes down. Everyone, that is genuinely wonderful advice. Be brave, be spontaneous, be a little impulsive, but always back your answer up with reasons and context.
Impulsive rationality. Is that a thing?
It is now, Jack. You just invented it.
Adding that to my CV.
Well, that story was absolutely worth waiting for. And actually, it connects perfectly to what we're going to talk about next, how to actually use the what if game in your real daily life.
Oh, yes, the practical part. This is where I need the most help, clearly.
Clearly. Stay with us, everyone. We have some really useful tips coming up.
Tips that will hopefully prevent more fork-dropping moments.
Exactly. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can use everything we've learned in real life.
Oh, yes, the practical part. I love this. This is where things actually get useful, even for people like me.
Especially for people like you, Jack. Okay, everyone, we're going to give you 8 practical tips for using the what if game to improve your English. These are real strategies that actually work.
And they're tested. Julie tested them in her classroom. I tested them at dinner parties. With mixed results.
Very mixed. Okay, tip number 1. Start with familiar topics.
Oh, that makes sense. Like start with something you already know about?
Exactly. When you first start playing the what if game, choose scenarios that are close to your daily life. For example, what if I had an extra hour every day? Or what if my commute was only 5 minutes? Familiar topics mean you already have the vocabulary, so you can focus on building sentences.
Oh, that's smart. Because if someone asks me, what if you discovered a new planet, I have no idea what words to use. But what if food was delivered for free every day? I could talk about that for hours.
Yes, Jack. Start familiar, then go bigger. Tip number 2. Always give at least 3 sentences.
3 sentences minimum?
Yes, this is so important. When you answer a what if question, challenge yourself to speak at least 3 full sentences. 1 sentence to answer, 1 sentence to explain, and 1 sentence to give an example or consequence.
Oh, so not just I would travel everywhere, but I would travel everywhere. I would start with Japan because I love the food, and I think experiencing different cultures would make me a better person.
Oh, that was wonderful, Jack. Perfectly structured. 3 sentences, clear and articulate.
I surprised myself there. See? I can do it when there's no lawyer watching me.
Yes. Tip number 3, use connecting words.
Oh, like because, so, but, however?
Exactly. Connecting words, also called linking words, make your sentences flow naturally. Words like because, therefore, however, on the other hand, as a result, these are the glue of good English speaking.
So instead of I would be president, I would make Fridays holidays, people would be happy, I should connect them?
Yes. For example, if I were president, I would make Fridays holidays because people need more rest. As a result, they would feel happier and therefore work better during the week.
Wow, that actually sounds convincing. If only I had said that at the dinner party.
Very mixed. Tip number 4, practice with a timer.
Oh, a timer? Like a countdown?
Yes, set a 30-second or 1-minute timer and try to speak about your what-if scenario until the timer runs out. This trains you to keep talking in English even when you feel like stopping.
That sounds terrifying.
It sounds terrifying, but it works beautifully. Start with 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 2 minutes. You will be amazed how quickly you improve.
Yeah, because the timer forces you to be spontaneous. You can't stop and translate in your head. You just have to go.
Exactly, and that is when real English fluency starts to happen. Tip number 5, disagree with yourself.
Wait, disagree with myself? What does that mean?
Oh, this is one of my favorites. So after you give your first answer, challenge yourself to argue the opposite side. So if you say, what if school was optional? I think it's a great idea. Then immediately try to argue why it would be a terrible idea.
Oh, so I used 2 different perspectives on the same scenario?
Yes, this stretches your mind enormously. It forces you to use different vocabulary, different sentence structures, different emotions, all in English.
That's actually brilliant. Pause. I could argue with myself about pizza toppings for probably 40 minutes.
Start with pizza if you must, Jack. The important thing is that you are producing English from multiple angles. Tip number 6, record yourself.
Oh no. Really?
Yes, really. Recording yourself is one of the most powerful learning tools available. Use your phone. Just press record, ask yourself a what-if question, and answer it out loud. Then listen back.
But what if I sound terrible?
It probably will at first, and that is completely fine. When you listen back, you can hear where you hesitated, where you lost vocabulary, where your sentences broke down. That is incredibly valuable information.
I recorded myself once trying to explain directions to someone. When I listened back, I said 43 times in 2 minutes.
Oh, 43 times?
I counted. It was a real moment of reflection. Very uncomfortable reflection.
But did you improve after that?
Yeah, actually. Because once you hear yourself doing something, you can't unhear it. You become aware of it.
Exactly. That awareness is the beginning of real improvement. Tip number 7, play with a partner.
Oh yes, this one is obvious but so important, right?
So important. Playing the what-if game with another person, a friend, a classmate, a family member, creates real conversation pressure. You have to listen, respond, and build on what the other person says. That is exactly what real English conversations require.
Yeah, and it's way more fun than talking to yourself. I mean, my hypothetical contractor was great company, but still.
Yes, real humans are slightly better conversation partners. And our final tip, tip number 8, write your answers down.
Oh, like a journal?
Exactly like a journal. After playing the what if game, especially after an interesting scenario, write your answer in English, even just 5 or 6 sentences. Writing forces you to reflect on your vocabulary, check your grammar, and consolidate what you've learned.
So speak it, write it, reflect on it?
3 steps, and your English improves on all levels at once.
Wow, that is actually a really complete system. Impressed. I feel like I could genuinely do all of these.
I believe you can. And to show everyone exactly how these tips work in practice, Jack, shall we do a quick demonstration?
Oh, a demonstration? Like right now on air?
Right now, on air. I will ask you a what if question, and I want you to use at least 3 sentences, use a connecting word, and no hesitating.
Uh, okay, I can do this. Go ahead.
All right, Jack, what if humans could communicate with animals?
Oh, okay. Uh, if humans could communicate with animals, I think the world would be completely different. For example, we would finally understand what dogs are thinking, and I'm convinced they're mostly thinking about food because I relate to that. However, it might also cause some problems because I feel like cats would have a lot of complaints.
Oh, that was wonderful. 3 sentences, check. Connecting words, for example, however, because, check. Spontaneous, absolutely check.
Wait, I did it? I actually did it properly?
You did it perfectly, Jack. Claps. No hesitation, clear structure, vivid and funny, and completely articulate.
I surprised myself there. See? I can do it when there's no lawyer watching me.
Yes. Tip number 1. Everyone try these tips this week. Pick one what if question every day, answer it out loud in English using at least 3 sentences.
And maybe record yourself, even though it's scary. It genuinely helps.
It genuinely does. And you know what? We covered so much today, I think Jack and I should go over the main points.
Oh, absolutely. And we covered so much today, Julie.
Jack? Yes, we did. Let's go over the main points and make sure everyone leaves today with something really useful.
Yeah, and maybe without any fork-dropping moments at their next dinner party.
That is the goal. Let's wrap things up beautifully, everyone. Well, Jack, we talked about a lot of things today. I think we should remember the main points, don't you think?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Let me think. What did we cover first?
First, we talked about what the what if game actually is and why it works so well for English learning.
Right. It trains your brain to think spontaneously in English.
Exactly, and we learned that being spontaneous means speaking naturally without over-planning every word.
And without laminating anything.
Jack! Yes, without laminating anything.
We also learned scenario, like the imagined situation you create with every what-if question.
Yes, and imaginative, being creative and full of new ideas.
And hesitate, which is when you pause because you're nervous, like me, always.
Getting better, though. We also covered elaborate, consequence, and absurd.
Oh yes, elaborate means add more detail, consequence is the result of something, and absurd is wonderfully silly.
Right, and vivid and brainstorm, using rich, colorful language and generating lots of ideas freely.
Then we went deeper, hypothetical, perspective, stretch your mind.
Yes, hypothetical means imagined for discussion. Perspective is your point of view, and stretching your mind means pushing your thinking further.
Like mental yoga, Julie's favorite.
And articulate, expressing yourself clearly, plus context, giving background to your answers.
And then the big ones, convince, rational, impulsive, open-ended, and reflect.
All so important. Convince your listener, think rationally, embrace impulsive spontaneity, ask open-ended questions, and always reflect afterward.
That's a lot of vocabulary. Impressed. Did we really teach all of that?
We really did. 24 vocabulary words in total, everyone.
Wow. And I only blanked on maybe 3 of them. Progress.
Huge progress. And the stories? Oh, the stories were wonderful today.
My dinner party disasters, the fork, the disappointed nod, interesting perspective.
And my laminated scenario cards that backfired spectacularly.
And my 3-hour hypothetical lottery millionaire planning session. Very productive afternoon.
And the lesson from all of those stories? Be brave, be spontaneous, but always elaborate and give your reasons.
Rational impulsiveness, my personal invention.
Your greatest contribution to English learning. And the 8 practical tips. Start familiar, use 3 sentences, connect your words, use a timer, disagree with yourself, record yourself, play with a partner, and write it down.
8 tips, all actually useful, even for me, which is saying something.
And the main lesson today? The What If game is not just a fun activity, it's a genuine English thinking exercise that builds vocabulary, sentence structure, confidence, and spontaneity, all at the same time.
Yeah, it stretches your mind. In a good way, like good mental yoga.
Exactly. I really enjoyed today, Jack.
Me too, Julie. Genuinely. Lots to think about. And practice.
Now, Jack, we have a question for our listeners.
Oh yes, we really want to hear from you, everyone.
Please leave a comment below and tell us, what is your favorite what if question? What scenario would you love to explore in English?
Yeah, for example, you could say, what if I could speak every language in the world? Or what if animals could vote in elections?
Writing in the comments is fantastic English practice, and we genuinely love reading what you write.
We read every single comment. Well, Julie reads them. I try to.
Jack, we both read them. Don't be shy. Even if your English isn't perfect, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, communication over perfection, right, Julie?
Absolutely. Your what if question doesn't have to be serious or rational. It can be completely absurd and wonderful. Go to the comments now and share your scenario.
Yeah, maybe someone will ask something so good that we make a whole episode about it. That would be amazing.
Ooh, I love that idea. It could happen. So write your best what if question below right now.
And hey, if your question involves pizza, I will personally make sure Julie sees it first.
Okay, well, everyone, before we go, please remember to subscribe to JS English Zone Music Cue and give us a like. It means so much to us.
Yes, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds and it helps us enormously.
It really does help our channel grow, and the bigger we grow, the more amazing content we can bring you.
Share this episode with your family and friends too. Anyone who wants to improve their English, send it to them right now.
Thank you so much for listening today. You are doing a genuinely wonderful job learning English, and we are so proud of you.
Yeah, keep going. Every episode, every conversation, every what-if question, it all adds up. We're proud of you.
And remember, the next time someone asks you a what-if question, don't hesitate, don't freeze. Just speak, elaborate, and give your reasons.
And maybe think about the economic consequences first, just in case there's an accountant at the table.
Always be prepared for the accountant. We will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Keep learning English every day.